Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to some more CK2 as the Polish Empire, and I think we figured it out, partially. What? Well, last time I was ranting on and on about how there's way too many troops and way more than was calculated by the game and so on and so forth, way more than I could conclude based off the information given to me, and why do I have this bit of land here? That's just horrible. Okay, here's the thing. I've been looking around, and apparently, not apparently, I know this to be true, tributaries do not count as vassals, thus their numbers are not added when you take a look at Khazaria here. So the fact that he has a tributary of Letgale basically means... Ooh, sorry. Never had that much sleep. Basically means that all of his men will join the war, all of his allies, all of his vassals will join the war, or, you know, tribal allies, whatever, will join the war, but his numbers won't show up over here. Right, well, that's it, you got it then, except the numbers don't quite match yet. Okay, so what do we have here? Horde 5,200, plus vassal troops 5,000, so that's around 10,000 men, right? Let's say it's 10,000 men. 5,600 here, 6,200 here. Huh? Okay. That's 11,000 men already. Mind you, that's 11,000 men before I started the war. Right? And then I'm looking at these other people from around the place, and I realise he's the Caesarian of that guy as well. And he's the Caesarian of that guy. Oh. You see, now we found it. He's... How's that possible? So even though he's a vassal of this Khan, or yeah, this Khan here, he's a tributary to the Khazarian Khan as well at the same time. Yeah, this I didn't know, because he provides 6,000 men on his own. Because I was looking at Latte, I keep forgetting the name of this, Latgale, and that's like, he has 200 men and 5,000 as his vassals. That's fine. They haven't all joined in the fight, but like, I'm looking at the stuff around me, and I'm like, this is more than the game's telling me, even with this tributary. Turns out I didn't know... I didn't know you can actually do this. It must have been... Damn, that must have been a complicated thing, because I'm guessing what happened is... This tributary used to be independent, and now that he's under this guy, you can do that. Yeah. Because I'll show you an example. For example, alright, King of Denmark, right? King of Denmark, good, fine guy, great. Duke of Skane. I can't declare war to make him a tribute. He needs to be independent. Right, also I need to lower my levies and all that, but still. Yeah, you have to be independent. That's weird. Yeah, I'm sorry about the interruption. I've been looking through some files and then raking my head a little bit. I've seen this in like I have like, you know, since CK2 was released, I probably have like 6, 7, 8,000 hours in the game, something like that. I like a pessimistic number of around 6,000 hours. I don't know, honestly. Can't just check Steam. Yeah, it's not that simple because it's not all on Steam, and yeah, I know. Plus, it's on 2 different accounts. So, doesn't matter. Anyways, point being, conservative number around 6,000 hours. I think I've seen this happen only once down here, and I was the sort of the Caesarian, right? I was playing as the Duke of Cairo or the Duke of Alexandria, something like that. Don't quite remember the start date, but I wasn't the king of Egypt, I was a duke. At any rate, clawed my way up to the throne of Egypt, and vassal of the Abbasids. No, it wasn't. No, I wasn't the vassal of the Abbasids. Broke free. Became independent. Independent Egypt, alright, fine and dandy. Head down south into this area, and there was like pretty much like this. There was a count. And he was my tributary because I think I didn't have a CB against him or something along those lines, a better CB. And he was just sort of in the way, and I was like, sure, let's do it. It'll just pay me money. It was just no real reason for it. I just wanted to do it because I don't really play with tributaries or back then. Mind you, this was like some time ago. Yeah, it was actually when tributaries and Caesarians were kind of new to the game. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it, see how it works. And I don't do that often, or I haven't had the chance to do that often, so sure. Press the war, get him on my payroll. Oh no, he's on my payroll, I suppose, but that implies that he's the boss. You know what I mean? Like, he's paying me and all that good stuff. And he then gets vassalized. Now, I'm not sure if he accepted vassalization, if he was attacked, or I think because he was attacked, he could have called me into the war, but yeah, I'm not sure if he was attacked or he just died and one of his sons inherited or one of the, you know, the person that inherited him belonged to a different liege and so on and so forth. Basically, at that point, he's now my Caesarian, but a vassal of another country. But that happened like years ago, and I completely forgot about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer white peace. Doing, gentlemen, listen. There's way more men than I thought there would be. Can I win this war? Debatable, maybe. Could I win it if I were feudal with the same troop composition of mostly light troops? Absolutely. Absolutely. What would I do? And I'll teach you what you can do to win a war like this. What you can do to win a war like this is disband all your men. I know, it starts off as a terrific plan. Now, seriously, you disband all your men, and then basically what the premise and the idea is, your men retrain faster and your levies replenish faster than the AI can siege. So they'll siege like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the most before I'm at full strength again. And that will bring me to around, considering I'm at like plus 20 war score, that would have brought me to around, I assume around minus 90 something war score, which is great and is fine. Why is that great and fine? Well, it's great and fine because you then start attacking, right? You then start beating them back, you take the territory back, you start sieging, and you can win the war like that. Alternatively, pull back behind Desna and Dnieper, around Kiev or Chernigov, put up a strong defensive perimeter, lure the enemy into attacking you by putting them, for example, most of the army there and have like 1,000 men here, get them to bite, reinforce, you can probably win that fight. Thing is, I'm not in control of my men. I'm in control of around 1,000 soldiers, everything else is to the whims of my allies, and I have no intention of frustrating myself why there are 1,000 men here and 7,000 men here and why they don't want to reinforce because they're afraid of dying because they're commanded by the AI. I have no intention of going through that frustration. What I'm going to do instead is just sign a white peace and reform the religion. Thus giving me just an infinite array of possibilities as to what I can do. So, this episode is going to be me looking at these things and figuring out which one of these is the best thing to grab. Oh god. Alright, so, nature of the religion. Probably this or warmongering. Warmongering. Reason it's going to be warmongering is this is good for conversion, right? This is not so good for conversion. Both can convert. However, rulers are extremely aggressive. That's good because that includes my vassals. See, if my vassals are extremely aggressive, I get more territory from just sitting here and blabbering on about Disney and Pixar and whatever. Great Holy Wars are allowed. That's awesome. That's a kingdom level CB. Rulers lose prestige when at war. We're never going to have that problem. And rulers do not receive opinion penalties for raised vassal levies. I don't receive those penalties either, though. Nah, we're gonna go with this, because we're gonna stay tribal. So I think we should stay with that. So what's the other one that we... Oh, it was cosmopolitan, right? Okay. Doctrine. Children of Perun. Fleets can navigate through major rivers. Short range penalty is disabled. Rulers can spend piety to improve their courtiers' attributes. That's not very interesting, I'm afraid to say. Unrelenting. Nah. Seabound. Daring, preparing invasions, enacted clans. Enacted laws enforce female rulers are not penalised if succession is unlocked. Male characters are not allowed on the council. God, that be... That's fun, but nah. Stability. Short range. Rulers can spend piety to improve... I don't know. You know, honestly, I think Children of Perun can stay simply because we're Slavic and we're reforming the Slavic religion, so... You know, I get this sort of, Yeah, basically I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we should do that. Units from counties following the true faith receive a land morale bonus. Characters perform a rite of passage upon reaching adulthood. Nah, that's too animistic for me, no. Instead, why don't we do meritocracy? Either that or divine marriage. Nah, we're gonna do meritocracy. Divine marriage is funny, only the first few thousand hours. Yeah, besides, incest happens all the time anyway. It's not like this is gonna help much. And then... I think the reformer will become the new head of the religion, yeah. Great Holy Wars are not allowed. See, we don't like that. No, and I don't like autocephalous either, because that just provides a plethora of different religious heads for different people, and that's just not good. Having a priest in charge is like, basically is like, the Pope, kind of, right? That'd be sort of an equivalent, except for, you know, a pagan religion, but still. I think temporal is kind of cool, because, I mean, look at him. Oh, it didn't lose, right? No, it didn't. Okay, let's reform. Boom. So all these people have reformed their religion, and so on and so forth. Now, let's read this, because it's a cool fluff text. The ancient Slavic... I need to close the window, excuse me for a second. They've come to collect the garbage outside. So, the Slavic Reformation. The ancient Slavic religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, Veliki Vojuta, sure, and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Slavic faith in order to ensure the spread of the worship of the old gods to the four corners of the world. Firmly under the leadership of the holy Veliki Volhav, the Slavic... Volhav, whatever. The Slavic faith has abandoned its tribal ways for a well-defined dogma and structure, fit to oppose its rivals. This event could mark the beginning of a new era of pagan revivalism all throughout Europe and spell doom for the Abrahamic usurpers. Potriglav. And there we go. Now, problem is, everyone else in the world is gonna be... No? Oh, they wholeheartedly accepted the Reformation, did they? Most of them. Yeah, so usually the problem at times is the old Slavic religion. But no, that doesn't seem to be the problem. So let's find vassals who are not my religion. I'd sort of assumed that vassals would have to be landed, but alright, yes, rulers. Huh. Wait. Do I search the realm? I don't search the court. What do I have to do with you? Well, he didn't... Oh, whatever. Alright, you. I. Demand religious conversion. Conversion? No. Okay. Send you a gift, and you're gonna accept now. This also puts the Lithuanians under control for the most part, which is cool. But yeah. Basically, guys, we've done it, you know? And that's awesome. Obviously, we can still do worship the ancestors. Oh, and I can ransom you off, that'd be cool. Alright. Lovely, there you go, and you've gone home. Good. Good. Great. So, what this does allow, though, is, first of all, holy wars. More importantly, great holy wars, so I can go after all of East Francia. And that is something worthwhile doing. Or, for example, I can go after all of Pannonia. But I think just minor holy wars will do, because... do I get an infinite amount of these? With this reform combination? Now, I genuinely want to know, is it once per ruler, or once per lifetime, or is it on a timer? I genuinely don't know. Funny. Alright. We're not going to declare war yet, though, because we're a little bit weak from the previous war, so... important to keep that in mind. But yeah, there you go. It's going to be a little bit... okay. This is not an insect. It looks like an insect, but when you zoom in, you're going to find that it's actually a longship. But from this angle, it looked disturbingly like a pair of bugs, and yes, I did actually press my finger against the screen to try and kill them. Yeah. Thing is, I get a lot of those, well, yeah, from this sort of angle, I suppose it's, I get a lot of these at night when I open the window. They come flying in. Well, I say a lot, like a couple per night. Anyways, that's inside baseball stuff you don't really care about, but, you know, it sort of freaked me out. Okay, let's take a look at inheritance. Inspire Melio. Move the microphone rhythm. Right. So for 150 piety, stable government requires competent rulers. Right. Interesting, 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 interesting. So you're telling me I would lose this to my son? What sort of, Oh, it's agnatic elective gavelkite. Right. Of course it is. Well, that is actually fine. And I could go for high tribal organization, or medium centralization, or religious revocation. That wouldn't be terrible either. I don't know if I'm going to stay tribal. I'm not sure I want to get tribal authority much higher. Yeah, but then again, why stay tribal, you know? I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll let my vassals deal with the revolt. So the Christians are quite numerous. The Tengri are, well, the Tengri are as well. Although I'm still a Satanist throughout all of this. Send in the Inquisition. Yes, send in the Inquisition. Nobody expects the Slavic Inquisition. And I'm now ugly, apparently, because I'm using dark magic. Meh. Oh well, not much we can do about that, right? Oh, and now all of them are, despite being glory hounds, they are willing to go to war against this guy. Alright, we'll go to war with him then. Are you willing to join in? What, all of you? Alright, terrific. Off we go then. Well, lo and behold. Apparently there's an artifact short. There's a search. Yep. Alright, great. My daughter died clutching her heart. That's terrible. Actually horrid. Oh, I captured him. Oh, that's... I'm so sorry. Well, alright, I'm not really sorry, but you know what I mean. Do you have a... No, you don't. Alright. Congratulations on landing a new tile for yourself. Marshal, do we have a powerful vassal? Yeah, we do. There you go. You happy now with the state of things? Huh? Pretty happy. Okay. Great. So that's it then. We've almost done it all. We've almost turned into an unstoppable wrecking ball. And all of that mere seconds after losing a war to Khazaria. Yeah? There you go. I guess that's what we needed to, you know, shake things up a little bit. And make ourselves realise, oi, there's a bit of a problem here. But hey, I suppose that's just the way the way things go sometimes. You becoming his tributary is annoying as all hell, though. I mean, that's just, you know, rude. I just keep killing myself with this adventure with the cold ones, but, you know, I'm fine with that. I am actually fine with that. Oh, I'll be able to create Kingdom of Lithuania soon. That's mildly amusing. You know, it's also mildly amusing. I genuinely believe this, by the way. I think I could just go to speed 5 and wait it out. And I think my kingdom will spread to a, you know, to a point where they'll just say, all right. It's kind of funny, that. What about this Burtas place? Yeah, it's a horde, but realistically it shouldn't be. Why is my diplomacy now like 27? We started with a single-digit number, didn't we? Oh, maybe we didn't, but something's telling me that we might have. Now you're Tengri, though. Tengri control way too much of the world. Like, all of this is Tengri, all of this is Tengri. That's just... Tengri's more powerful than Catholicism, I dare say, minus the British Isles. Because they're all Tengri. They're all Tengri, I wish. They're all, they're all Catholic. Catholicism, mind you, is spread over to Greece. And the Sunni war's all sorts of messed up. India is just, you can't even look at it without vomiting. Funny that. Alright. Ooh, you look cool. Bit weird for a Slavic, but yeah, cool. Ooh, I've recruited you to the Satanists. Nice. Ah, we also have Polish warriors, which are not allowed to raid. You know, I was kind of hoping that they would be able to raid. Oh well, I'm gonna go and administer the realm instead, and, organizing the army, what does that do? Actually not that great. Bring the troops instead. It doesn't make a big difference, but still. Okay. Peculiar situation we find ourselves in. Tell you what, let's go over here and say, how would they react to me declaring war over, I don't know, like a digital plane like that, or better yet, forced vassalization? They wouldn't like it. Okay. De jure war for this, then. And then you are Summonusco, so... Oh, so now you wouldn't accept a holy war for this place. Okay. Estonia, maybe? Right, holy war for Estonia you would accept. Or for Sakala. Estonia's bigger. Alright, so that's 2. What about Ladoga? Conquest of Ladoga, sure. That's quite a bit of fighting, but, you know. What else are we going to do with our new religion? We've made it a very fighty and aggressive religion, so, hey. Let's go and beat all the, Well, see, originally I was going to say let's go beat all the non-believers, but we're fighting against people of our own faith. They're just, you know... This is basically just greed. But hey, what can we do? This is very cool, though. Wait, isn't it a title? Like the Slavic Church? Yeah. Slavic Church is a title. Nice. And there you go. Mary, I'm going to go up with tribal organization. Oh, and you'll notice something. The tribal organization decreases the opinion of unreformed pagan vassals. Alright, clip that. Unreformed pagan... You know, there comes a time where you just need to stand up for a second. Stretch. Sit back down. And continue your job, because you're sounding like an idiot, basically. Unreformed pagan vassals. Unreformed pagan vassals. It's not that difficult to say. Alright. Let's go. I mean, my advisors keep falling over dead, which is a little bit concerning, but that's fine. You're the wrong religion. I'd love to recruit you into the old ones. Oh, and there are a few minor titles to distribute. I thought I might share the wrong religion too. Oh, we're going to convert them after the wars are done. Yeah, if only my vassals could focus on one war at a time, that'd be grand, because, well, not even that much, honestly. If they would just focus on war in general and conquest, that'd be grand. Because I don't even have a problem with them multitasking. I mean, the ones that are not following me, you know. I don't even have a problem with them multitasking. I have a problem with them not doing anything. Because essentially, for the most part, they aren't. You know, for the most part, what they're doing is, fat load of nothing. They're just running up and down. Oh, this is the one where 1.3k can siege it, but there's like a garrison of more than 1.3k, which should be illegal, by the way. The garrisons should never be allowed to be bigger than the maximum amount of supply for the attackers. That is just the dumbest thing ever. And look at this, they're almost equal. I suppose there is some beauty in having vassals do this instead, because they realise that they're taking attrition and they F off. Pardon the language. There you go. It's now 900, and I can no longer siege it because there's more garrison than the supply limit allows. In the middle of May as well. Oh well. What can you do? Wait, what are you doing over there? We're going to siege Narva. By force? Yes, by force. How do you think? We're gonna lose all our men doing it. Yeah? Yeah, pretty much. But, you'll notice we're still tribal, and you'll also notice that we're a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with in general. So, yeah, after this, just speed 5 for a couple of months, and well, guess what? We're back to 100% strength, as if this war never happened. Except this time around, we have a load of vassals or a load more territory. And behold. They're already at 2,000. I lost all of my men, by the way, during that little excursion. And we're already at like 2,000. I'm telling you, it's terrific. Alright, let's find someone in court that's maybe eligible to receive titles. I don't mind your, well, now I do. I was gonna say, I don't mind your religion as long as you're willing to convert. Alright. Can we create the duchy first? Ah, damn. Okay. Never mind. I actually will invite a noble. And basically start off from there, and then very important that you don't misclick these, so I'm going to try and focus on not doing that. Sarah something. Council agrees, alright. And we're good. I do need to give away Ladoga as well. And that goes to the guy in Kiev. Right, there we go. So, now we just wait, I suppose, for a little while, and, yeah, we're on a good way to, well, good, I don't know, but we're on our way to reform the, not reform, I guess we'll be forming it for the first time, but we are on our way to form the Slavic Empire. Matter of fact, how much more do we need of this? We need to completely control Ruthenia, Chernigov, Vladimir, Novgorod. The rest we already have. Not too difficult. Chernigov, Ruthenia, Novgorod, Vladimir. For the sake of my own sanity, time, and future of the channel, I think we can't really afford to muck about with the Western Europeans and Southern Europeans much more. Though I would really love Pannonia. It would just make everything look a little bit cleaner. Plus it would provide a decent amount of men. Okay, maybe we go after Pannonia. Hope that they don't call in Khazaria as an ally, but Khazaria is a horde. I mean, the chances of them participating as an ally are slim at best. And then, yeah. And then we continue pushing this way. We're going to need to fight Khazaria again, but, you know, my idea is consolidate most of this, probably grab Pannonia, grab a little bit more stuff over here, and then, knowing full well what we know now and how many men Khazaria has, then we try and fight them. You know, defeat in detail sort of tactics and all that. But we shall see. If not, I mean, if this proves a little bit too much of a tough nut to crack, we could go into East France here, and I really think we can beat them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right, I really think we can beat them. They're going to be disorganized as all hell. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Alright, anyway, at any rate, this was enough for this video. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We've reformed the religion, and now it's just more of a grind and less of a... Yeah, we're going in strong and brainless now, you know. It's the thinking time is relatively over. I mean, there's a little bit of thinking to do, but for the most part, we're just going in strong and brainless. Because we've sorted pretty much everything out. We could go to the north as well. I mean, we have territory here. Would do us wonders too. Actually, yeah, you see this, like a holy war for Svitjod. Svitjod. Svea. For Sweden. That's a lot of territory. We might do that as well. But, you know, sky's the limit right now, I suppose. So at any rate, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. I want to stay tuned for the rest of the series. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.